Hey Bookaholics, welcome to another video. So, here's another place in my house. I haven't been here before. This is kind of weird. I haven't sat in this rocking chair in a very long time because it's like not in front of the TV, so I want to sit here. But, yeah, I kind of wanted a different spot to sit because, well, one, my room is a complete mess and I really don't feel like cleaning it. So I decided to do it somewhere else, but also I really like this blanket and I never realized it, and it's a nice little background thing for a video, so I decided to try this out and see how it goes. Now, I'm sorry if my rocking back and forth gets a little annoying during this video. I like moving, and I don't know, I just like the rocking back and forth. I like the feeling of it. It's very relaxing, and I'll probably do this through the whole video, but oh well. Today I'm doing the Which Book tag. I was tagged for this by Birdie Reads. I can't remember who created this tag, but I will put their info down below in the description box, so go check them out after you finish watching this video. I need to drink my chocolate milk, because that's what I'm drinking today. I had such an adult snack today. I had my chocolate milk and my Oreos and milk, because you know, don't have to be young to enjoy that. You can be any age, and you can enjoy Oreos and milk. And chocolate milk, which is a given. But I'm kind of getting off track because I can't think of how to describe this. Which book tag? Pretty much, you look on your last 10 books that you read in Goodreads, and then you compare them each. So, last book you read, you compare it to the second last one, and whatever one wins out of that, then you compare that to the third one, and then kind of goes down until the 10th one, and you will find out which was your absolute favorite book out of all those 10. So that is what this tag is pretty much about. So I'm just so excited to talk about these books. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the last book I read is The Distance Between Us by Casey West. Now this one, I was really excited for this. Like the beginning I thought was very, very fun and very cute, and I really enjoyed it. But as it got closer to the end, it kind of just kept going down and down. Like it wasn't what I was expecting, and even like the big twist at the end, it was just rushed so fast that it didn't seem plausible. All the stuff that this character went through, it's just all fixed by the end, and it seems so rushed, and I just did not like that. And I ended up giving this one a 3 because I did like the beginning and the middle. It was just like the end that really, really brought it down. But yeah, that is the last one I read, and I'm going to be comparing it to We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Now, out of these two, definitely We Were Liars wins, because We Were Liars was not what I was expecting at all. I read it as an audiobook, and I honestly don't think I would have enjoyed it if I read it in physical form. I don't know. It just seemed like such a complicated book that it would be hard for me to follow at the time that I was listening to it in the audiobook, that I probably wouldn't be able to follow it, and I'd be like getting out of it and not really understanding what's going on, because I wouldn't be able to like sit down and just read it, because I read this on a camping trip with my family, and I pretty much just listened to it whenever no one was around or when I was going to sleep. And as you know, when you're camping, there's not much light in the tent or anything to read besides during the day, and that's pretty much when all my family did stuff. So I don't think I would have been able to follow the book in physical form at that time that I read it in audiobook. But in audiobook, I was able to follow it, and I was able to finish it quite quickly. I was not expecting what happened, and I really, really enjoyed it. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy it, and it was really good, and I really, really liked it. So definitely, out of The Distance Between Us and We Were Liars wins. Boo! So the next one, so We Were Liars versus The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. Now this one, obviously, The Upside of Unrequited wins because the upside of Unrequited was so cute. It was so adorable. Like, oh my god. It was so good. I don't know why I waited so long to read it. Again, like Simon vs. the Homo sapiens agenda, I read it in one day. And during that one day, I was like, we were packing up from camping, we were moving, we were doing all this stuff. But I was like, my family was around, I was reading because I just couldn't put it down. It was so good and it was so easy to read because I just got sucked into it so much. And I love the characters. I related to the main character a lot. I found it so cute and I really enjoyed it, and I really liked the little hint back towards the Simon world, and I loved it so very much because it's so cute. So yeah, definitely the upside of Unrequited beats We Were the Liars. So the fourth book, Geek-Erella. Upside Down Unrequited and Geek-Erella were ones that I bought at the same time. I was so excited for them both. So much hype around them. And I finally read them both, and I read them both on the camping trip. They are such summer reads. I loved it so much because they were just so easy to read. Even around like family and people talking, I was able to just like read a couple pages and be able to get back to it and not actually lose any of the stuff that I was going through. Like, I knew what was going on, and it was very good. And actually, Geek-Erella, one of my cousins has it because I was reading it, and then she asked if she could read it, and I was like, oh, I guess so. I guess you can take my book. I hate letting people borrow my books. I'm so hesitant. Like, I'm just like, do I let them? Because who knows when I'll get it back. Between the upside of Unrequited and Geek-Erella, the upside of Unrequited would win. Because I don't know, just Geek-Erella was really good. I gave it like 4.5 out of 5 stars, I think. But like, Geek-Erella was so adorable too, and I really like the interpretation of Cinderella itself. But like, it was in like a modern world and like a geek world, and it was really adorable. But the upside of Unrequited would definitely win because just the upside of Unrequited just has my heart. It just has it, and I don't know if it would. I don't know if it'll ever be beaten because I don't know. It's so cute. It's just like Simon, and Simon is one of my favorites. And yeah, so yeah, upside of Unrequited wins, hands down. Next one. Now this was actually one that I said I would never read, but it was one that I said I would never buy, that I might read if I find it at the library or something. And I got Overdrive, and I'm just using it for audiobooks, and the audiobook of Daughter of Smoke and Bone was available, and I was like, you know what? Let's give it a try. I don't think I would be able to read this book if it was like an ebook or a physical book. I really don't think I would have gone through it. I think I probably would have DNF'd it because I just don't think I would have enjoyed it reading it myself. But as an audiobook, I actually was able to like just listen to it and have it like kind of go through rather than like forcing myself to read it. It was like I was just listening to it and I wasn't really forcing myself. Just easier that way for me in this book because I wasn't all that into it, but I really wanted to see what it was about. And so I did read it through audiobook, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't like the best book I ever read. I gave it like 3 out of 5 stars because it was a nice little story and I liked how the world worked, but it wasn't the greatest book I ever read, or even like a beginning of a series. So it's not my favorite, and the upside of Unrequited would win again. Next book I am going to be comparing is When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandy Menon. When Dimple Met Rishi was a really adorable one. It was an adorable one, and I really enjoyed it, and it was very summery, and I really liked it, but again, the upside of Unrequited would win again, because, oh my god, I don't know what it is about it, but like, Becky Albertalli just has this way of making you feel things, and it made me feel more than when Dimple met Rishi, and I found the the upside of Unacquainted so much more adorable and just so much more relatable to me. So yeah. So ooh, I don't know what this. Okay, so the next one is If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know which one will win. Upside of Unacquainted, I read it as the physical form, and If I Was a Girl, I read it as an audiobook. So I don't know if there's much difference. I don't know. I don't know which one will win. Because they're both so good, but they're good in different ways. The Upside of Unacquainted made me feel so giddy and just happy and just rooting for the main character so much and like had me feel things. But If I Was Your Girl also had me feel things for her situation and made me cry and just had like such a wonderful story and such a wonderful meaning and so much learning and all this stuff, and I don't know. They're both 5 stars. The Upside of Unacquainted or If I Was Your Girl. The Upside of Unacquainted or If I Was Your Girl. The Upside of Unacquainted or If I Was Your Girl. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go with If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo because that one just has a lot more meaning than The Upside of Unacquainted. The Upside of Unacquainted was a very, very fun read and it really, really stuck it out in this little book tag. But If I Was Your Girl just had a lot more of a meaningful story and was a lot more emotional and made me feel a lot more things, like actually made me think and made me understand a few things and even made me terribly sad. If I Was Your Girl would win this round. Sorry, The Upside of Unacquainted by Becky Albertalli. Next book I read in this list is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This one, yeah, If I Was Your Girl would win. Again, because it had more meaning and there was more of a relatable thing to it in our time at this moment than A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's just another kind of fantastical series that was really, really enjoyable and I really, really loved it. I give it 5 out of 5 stars, so obvious I loved it, but it just... If I Was Your Girl definitely has a more touching and meaningful story, and at this moment, A Court of Thorns and Roses just doesn't quite beat it, so I'm just gonna have to go with If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. Next one, It's Not Me, It's You by Vari McFarlane. Now this one I really did enjoy too, but again, If I Was Your Girl would definitely beat it. I gave It's Not Me, It's You a 4 out of 5 stars, and I really, really enjoyed it more than I thought I actually would because it was one I just bought on a whim at Value Village, and I was like, it sounds cute. And I actually really enjoyed it, but not so much that it would beat If I Was Your Girl. It doesn't have that much meaning to it. Like, it has, a fun story and a fun little plot line, but again, If I Was Your Girl has a lot more meaning and meaningful story to our time than It's Not Me, It's You. The 10th one, so this is the very last one in the 10 books that I have in my first Goodreads thing, and that one is 99 Days by Katie Kutungno. Obviously, If I Was Your Girl would beat this one because I gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars, and I really just had some strong feelings about this one. There's just certain things in these characters that I just did not like. I did not like how they acted. I did not like how people reacted to certain things, and I really don't think that it was all that great of a story, and the ending pairing, I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it because it just makes me a little angry. I did talk about this in one of my wrap-ups. I think it was my June wrap-up I talked about it. So I will put the link down below if you want to hear my thoughts about this book because I have some strong feelings. But yeah, If I Was Your Girl wins this book tag because just that amazing. And it had some very good competition, mainly just The Upside of Unacquainted, because that one was definitely going to win if I did not read If I Was Your Girl. And I had a hard time deciding which one, but once I just picked one, that one was definitely going to win. I'm glad it won because it was very, very good. I really, really loved it. That is all I want to say for this, and yeah, I really enjoyed this tag. It was fun just talking about the past 10 books I read, because I really like talking about the books, so yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Check my other social media accounts on my Facebook, Twitter, and Goodreads. I make a video every Thursday, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!